Hello, my name's Michael Conneely, and this brief video is backed up by a blog, and the subject is Nature versus Nurture and Unaspected Subpersonalities in our Psychodynamic Astrology chart. So basically, Western astrology is a statement of our psychological self. So even destiny items like incarnational life purpose and the effects of past lives are expressed in a way that is psychological. And Western astrology therefore uses the tropical zodiac that has as its start position wherever the sun is on the first day of spring. Vedic astrology, on the other hand, is orientated to declaration of our incarnational life purpose, why we're here, the effect of past lives, the goals in this life that we're thrust towards. And it must use the sidereal zodiac, which is in fact anchored to the stars. If you don't use the sidereal zodiac, then so many wonderful features are obscured and lost and impossible. For example, the so important Gandanta zones, the effect on a planet if that planet is on the transition point from a water sign to a fire sign. And the boundaries of the nakshatras are incorrect. The divisional charts get messed up. So this is what I have found, and I feel certain of really after 24 years of teaching Vedic astrology. And so these two themes, nature versus nurture and subpersonalities, are really, obviously part of Western astrology. But they do have a parallel in Vedic astrology, which is Avashtas, the standing of a planet in your birth chart and how your planets treat each other. And that will be the subject of another video that I'm publishing at the same time as this, or a day or two later. So, okay, what is psychosynthesis? Well, psychosynthesis is getting to know the different parts of our personality. And the whole point is that we might have a sort of picture of some parts, but other bits can be cut off and hidden. And so when they are active, we don't know what's making us do things and what's driving us. And so the goal of life within psychosynthesis is to get to know our egoic psychological personality and get to know it in a way that we are in control of it and can draw on it and use it under will. We, all of us, have like an egoic personality, an egoic self. But it's the boat that gets us across the river. It is not the other side. It is a means to getting beyond the limitations of personality to a divine perception of our life, of the things we will encounter on life's pathway, so that we move from becoming a human being, hopefully a successful human being, to becoming the spiritual warrior. And then indeed move on from that to becoming co-creator with the gods, with the divine. So basically, a really, really wonderful program for this astrology program is Megastar, and I wouldn't be without it. I've had it for a long, long time. And so basically the orb, which can be allowed to say that an aspect between a planet is still an aspect, is strict. And so the chart produced is beautifully clear and simple. And basically the aspect lines are then coded: red for challenging, blue for harmonious, and green for questing and uncertain. And the aspect lines form chart aspect shapes, which are incredible and wonderful depictors of parts of our egoic personality. And I use these in every reading. I teach both Western and Vedic astrology courses, and very often Vedic astrology students want crossover into Western psychological astrology, and I am very, very happy to provide that. So, you get the most wonderful declaration about a planet in your birth chart in my courses or in my reading, because I use such sophisticated techniques in both Western and Vedic astrology. So the point I'm making is that some of our subpersonalities can actually be cut off from the rest of us. They can be unaspected. And that is something we need to know about, because we will not be clear how we're coming over with the quality of that planet if it's cut off from all our other planets, or that conjunction or stellium if it's cut off from all our other planets. And sometimes we won't be able to access and connect to it, which is so sad. So we can have a wonderful time when, for example, our Venus-Neptune subpersonality is activated, such inspiration, such beauty, such energies, and then it ebbs away. And then when it comes back, sort of 10 years later, you think, oh no, what on earth happened to all that Venus-Neptune stuff I was doing 10 years ago? So basically, the perception offered by the psychodynamic Western astrology chart is so important. And basically we can use the perception to have the fuller picture of ourselves to heal problems caused by the chart aspect shapes. And what's come to my mind is that one chart aspect shape is the shield. Some people hold up a shield, to keep the rest of the world away. But of course that leaves them alone behind their shield. Tiny example like that. Another example is the megaphone. Some people have the megaphone chart aspect shape within the aspects of their planets, and they can be so powerful at utterance for the benefit of others. So I hope, a very good example to do with unaspected planets in the associated blog post. So, contact me for a reading, enroll on one of my courses. The details are all in the associated blog. Really worthwhile stuff. I feel sorry for Western astrologers and Vedic astrologers who don't have the benefit of psychodynamic astrology, chart aspect shapes, and of course it ties in so wonderfully with evolutionary astrology, with use of the Alice Bailey 7 rays. Okay, read the blog. Thank you.